we would have covered a very sad story Friday night in relation to a shooting incident that would have occurred along the Walton Park Road. My understanding is that it would have occurred at the intersection of Walton Park Road and Chisholm Avenue, where an 11-year-old child who attends, I think, the Holy Trinity High School was shot. I know that there is a voice note going around that says that a man walk up and shoot her in her face or something. I do not know that that is correct. My understanding is that it was some stray bullet situation. Initially, the news stated that the young lady would have died. Subsequent updates would have suggested that she's not dead. She's in hospital. Girl shot in Walton Park, still alive, according to the police. So an 11-year-old girl who was earlier reported dead after being shot in the head along Walton Park Road in St. Andrew is still alive. Really and truly happy to hear that. The police made a disclosure late on Friday stating that the initial reports they received about the child dying were inaccurate. So head of the St. Andrew South Police, Senior Superintendent Steve McGregor, said the child is now in critical condition at hospital. He said the child underwent emergency surgery and is to undergo another, would have undergone another one, not sure exactly when. McGregor said in a radio interview that initial reports that the child had died came from credible people, including the child's mom, but said he was happy that the news was wrong. The child, who attends Holy Trinity High, was reportedly on her way home from school when she was shot during an exchange of gunfire between gangsters in the area. When incidents occur, them voice note, or we jump on our phone and I send, we need to stop it. First and foremost, we not even understand the possible implications of these voice notes. You understand what I say? Sometimes we say so many things in these voice notes that really and truly implicate ourselves. Sometimes we say so many things in these voice notes that are easily traced back to us. Be careful of these voice notes or we just get up and arbitrarily send. For what reason? Sometimes we talk too much, man. And when we become doctor, we are pronounce everybody dead. As the breeze blow up on somebody face, them dead. Next thing, the people them who feel like it is cute when they visit these crime scenes, to all they want to do is to video and take pictures. We don't need to stop it, brother. The little girl is on the ground lying down and we find it fit to take that picture to send it round. For what? Likes and views and shares. Why? The person who take the picture, did that person even try to assist that child to the hospital? Did that person even test the pulse of the child to see that the child may still be alive? But we take picture of the people them pitney and share it here, there and every damn where. What if it was your child? How would you have wanted somebody to take that picture and be circulating of your child, whether the child was dead or alive? Then these voice notes, like what? We just talk, and nobody is there to render assistance to the child. But we can take picture and circulate and send voice note. Oh, me hear someone walk down and empty gun in a little girl face. Come on, man. The reports are that there was a shootout between gangsters in the area. The child was on her way home from school and she was hit by stray bullets. No, everybody upon the scene pronounce the child dead and nobody not even try to find out whether or not the child is alive or dead. But we can take picture and send round. It's like when I have no love left in our way as a people. The only love we have is the love for social media and the love for likes. Yeah, what we have? The only love we have left in our way is the love for likes, family. Can you imagine if that was your child? How would you feel to see those pictures of your child being circulated on social media? And nobody will stop it and say, yo, family, stop circulating them picture. Yeah. I mean, I say to the people them again. Where every leaf or drop on the road go take picture, post it on social media. I don't know if it stop, man. What will happen when the day comes when it is your daughter or your son or your mother? How happy will you be to see your family member blooded, lying on a sidewalk, presumed dead, being circulated around the whole world? How would you feel about that? 10-year-old boy shot in Westmoreland. So the little girl is 11-year-old and now a 10-year-old boy. So it's like, the younger you are, the more vulnerable you are to being shot in this country these days. The police are probing the shooting of a 10-year-old boy in Westmoreland on Wednesday. It is reported that about 3:25 p.m. the boy was walking again to a shop on Barracks Road in Savannah Lamar when explosions were heard. it was discovered that he was shot several times. He has been hospitalized. Investigators found 4 spent shell casings at the scene. 10-year-old boy shot multiple times. 4 spent casings were found on the scene. 10-year-old, am I to believe that this 10-year-old boy was deliberately set upon, attacked, and shot by presumably big men in this country? What could this 10-year-old boy be involved in for a situation like this to befall him? So 11-year-old schoolgirl, 10-year-old schoolboy, 6-month-old girl dead. 6-month-old girl dead. Boys injured from vicious gun attack. Death of a 6-month-old baby who was shot during an attack by rampaging gunmen in Norwood, St. James on Saturday night, which was last night, has left members of the community reeling from shock and grief. The deceased girl has been identified as Tira Thompson of Hendon, Norwood in the parish. 2 boys, one 14-year-old and the other 16, were also shot and injured during the attack. So reports are that about 9 p.m., heavily armed gunmen exited a motor car and sprayed gunshots on persons gathered in the square of Hollywood, Henson, Norwood, where the 14-year-old and a 16-year-old boy were shot and injured. While the gunmen were leaving the area on foot, they turned their weapons on a house where the baby was hit with bullets through a window. The baby and the 2 boys were taken to hospital where little Tira was pronounced dead on arrival. 6-month-old baby. The man them going up. Them open fire on a group of people. The man them a leave the area. Them never satisfied. The man them open fire on a house, hitting fatally a 6-month-old child. Now these men who would have, the most hurtful part about this, aside from the fact that the baby would have been murdered, there was a situation in St. James where the police would have killed, I think, 2 persons. After that incident, residents felt the need to demonstrate and block roads. Mark you, may have the issue with that, because if the police would have operated extrajudicially and they would have murdered people wrongfully, and I'm not saying the police did that, I'm just saying if persons feel that way, it is within their rights while grieving to express themselves vocally. But residents felt the need to block roads and demonstrate. How come me not hear nobody a demonstrate for the 11-year-old girl that was shot along Walton Park Road, for the 10-year-old boy that was shot up in Savannah Lamar, and the 6-month-old child that was killed in St. James? What happened to the blocking a road now? What happened to the demonstrations now? So we only demonstrate for men in this country who we think the police kill innocently, but we don't demonstrate for defenseless, helpless, innocent children. That is the country that we live in. And the harsh reality, the sad reality, is that 8 out of 10 of these men killed by the police are criminals. 8 out of these men who the police generally kill in shootouts or whatever them say it is are criminals. I am absolutely sure that that 11-year-old girl from Holy Trinity High School is not a criminal. I am almost 100% sure that that 10-year-old boy in Westmoreland is not a criminal. I am 110% sure that that 6-month-old baby girl in Norwood is not a criminal, was not a criminal. But nobody cares about this. We only care about some men who invariably are involved in some crap. We block road, burn tire, demonstrate, fling stone in a police vehicle. But when innocent children and women and the elderly is murdered, nobody gives a damn. That is the country that we live in. Where are the demonstrations for these children? The people of St. James who demonstrate for the 2 men that the police kill. Where is the demonstration for 6-year-old Tira Thompson? Me not even talk about the boys who were killed, who were shot and injured. The 16-year-old and 14-year-old. Me a talk about the 6-month-old girl. I'm hope the two boys will recover from their injuries. And if them two boys are involved in anything, it's not too late to fix on no ways now, you know. Because no found a little boy to, you see, I bring destruction upon the family, you know. What the demonstration there for the two little girl and the little boy? Children's lives don't matter to us. And some big old great old man where walk and kill people matter to it. When them a kill off the pitney, them was silent. There's always a flare up of silence when there's a flare up of violence against our children. Why? This young lady on screen has been reported missing. 14-year-old Kingston 20 girl Aliyah Jennings is missing. These are the pictures that we need for you to share. Everybody in the country shouldn't get that picture upon them phone say the little girl missing. But no, if she was on a sidewalk with gunshot wounds to the head, bleeding out, battling for life, hanging on to life, would then snap the picture and send it. But the little girl now is missing, and how many persons have actually shared this picture? These are the picture. Every single person in the country should have this picture upon them phone. Then it would have been easier to locate this child. But because she's not bleeding, because she's not hanging on to life, because she's not sprawled out on the roadside like an animal, we are not interested. Because there are no likes or views in this for us. Where does our priority as a nation lies? Is our priority for the betterment of this country or for the continued degeneration and degradation of Jamaica? For the continued erosion of the moral fiber and fabric that is still there, whatever is left of it. The simple things that we can do as a nation, as a people, we seek not to do. And the things what we should not be doing as a people, those are the things where we expend the greatest amount of energy what we can possibly find for do. Then we complain say Jamaica is this and Jamaica is that. What are we doing to try to make this a better place? For not only you and me, but for we pitney them and we pitney them. Some persons are seeing this little girl's picture for the first time when I put it up behind me here, so. But many persons have seen that little girl along Walton Park Road lying almost lifeless, bleeding out on the roadside. But we have a chance now to make a difference, to help a situation, and we choose not to do it because there will be no likes and views and shares. Then how will this country improve? How then can we go forward? What kind of future is in store for us? When we all get back some love in our hearts as people for people and not love for likes.